Good afternoon, and welcome to Neal's Talk. This is an interesting message today because I think that it's uh, something that I sit down from time to time and think about and have to laugh at it because I go through the idea of where did the day go by, or perhaps even sometimes even where the week go or the month go. And lo and behold, when I sit back and think about it, like already it's the starting a new year. Last year went by very fast because I didn't even notice the time half the time. It seemed like I was just in January, then February, and then come time to start preparing for Christmas. And that is a important time because it seemed like we start getting stuff ready in October, November. Last year was interesting because I was remembering the time that years ago I had a coffee shop, and I had a kiosk in a mall. And it was interesting because at the kiosk, the lady who ran a women's Foot Locker, that's what it was, she was right across from me. So when I put the coffee shop there, I did it I think it was in September time frame, and she was telling me that how um, I needed to get ready because come October through Christmas, the mall was going to be real busy. And at the time, I didn't think much of it because she told me about how the mall have mall walkers in the mornings. And so I said, well, that would be good. You know, they'll come by and have a cup of coffee. So by time October rolled around, I started having customers every day. You know, more and more people sit around in the morning, get a cup of coffee or a donut, and a donut, as I was selling coffee and pastries. So that went by fast because every morning I had to get up and go and get the pastries and make sure I had my coffee prepared. I would do iced coffee, so I needed make sure I have ice and so forth. And but before I knew it, it seemed like uh, Christmas was there, and here was January. And by the middle of January, there were hardly anybody in the mall. Didn't have any mall walkers really, maybe a few here and there. And that was interesting. At the time, I think I was probably about mid 40s. But I did pay attention to that. But I didn't really pay close attention to things until I actually retired, as I've retired now. And I think to myself, when you retire, time just changes, I think. I think it changed to the fact that it's such a relief off of our shoulders because we don't think about different things. We just, almost like we just live. And with that just living, you get up in the morning, you're grateful for it, but in no time it seems like it's time to start preparing for bed. And that is real interesting because now I kind of have my routine. I get up and get a cup of coffee, and then I'll watch something, The View, for instance, on TV, and then One of my favorite shows I've watched ever since I was in college was Young and Restless. And I sit down and look forward to Young and Restless every day. By the time I watch Young and Restless and different things, it's afternoon, starting to be late afternoon. And I will sit around and perhaps look at some YouTube videos and so forth. And before I know it, it's getting dark. And then it's time to watch the evening news. As you get older, you like to stay informed about things. You don't just take everything for granted. You look at what's happening. You don't necessarily talk about with everybody, because when it comes nowadays to politics, and different folk have different standards about different religion. I mean, not religion, but political parties. So with that, I kind of stay away from that, really talking about that with people. What I believe in, what I do is for me. If I hear someone talking about something and I'm someone, perhaps a family member, I may comment or something like that. But for me and my family, people I associate with, a lot of time I think we have some of the same beliefs. And I'll leave it at that. But as I look at the retirement age, I am so appreciative that I can get up and not be obligated for anything that I really don't want to be. And with that, I think it's not that time is going by so fast, but that because you're relaxed, you're not so concerned about time and where did the time go? Why did I not have time to do this? But I just take every day as a moment of reflection. I just sit back and just think about how good I have it. Because for so long, I just felt that. And I'm sure if once I get to that point, retirement, life is going to be good. And I got to admit, it is good. I enjoy doing the things that I want to do. My day is structured because, as I said, I get up in the morning, have my cup of coffee, have my word, my prayer, my studies, what have you. And then before I know it, I'll watch a little show or watch a YouTube or something. And the day goes by. And one thing that really is interesting is how much you can learn nowadays. I learned how to fix things in the house, because it's interesting, because when you look at what you would have to pay people to do certain things, but even with that, you look at, well, I can get a little bit of exercise. So when I go to my doctor, they say, "Oh, have you been exercising?" Yeah, I have. I've been walking, because I may walk down the street or walk around the block on a regular basis or walk around the track, because I have the time. I just, making up my mind that I'm going to do it today. So I walk a mile or two. And that is something that you can do at your leisure when you get ready. And I do that, but I have it structured so that I can do it from time to time when necessary. But it's something that I have planned on. And that planning allows you to structure your day. It gives you the time that you're needing, because if not, you can just feel that you wasted your day. I don't want to waste my day. I want to be able to do things and be able to look back and feel good about my accomplishments. Like even just something as simple as looking at Young and Restless. I can look at Young and Restless and feel good. Hey, I did it. You know, it was something that I had in my plan to do. So I did it today. So I'm saying doing it each day, I think we should get up and plan on what we're going to do. So if time goes by, it goes by fast. But you can know that you had a plan, you did what you set out to do, you made some accomplishments, you learned some things. And that's one thing that is important. Think about trying to learn a new skill. It could be, I'm gonna learn some stuff on ChatGTP. My kids been talking about, I hear people talking about the news about TikTok or YouTube. I look at TikTok sometimes, time can go by so fast because I'm sitting there just laughing to myself. But that's enjoying life. And it's time that we do that as we retire and start living our best life. And it is our best life. Go ahead and do some things that is fun, that makes you happy. Don't let the time just slip away. Do these things that will get you happy and that you feel that you've accomplished something during that day. Thank you. Please subscribe and leave a message.